Hello and welcome to Milo and Marcus Garage. My plan for today was working on the CX, fitting the freshly cleaned carburetors onto the bike and trying to start it. But, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case for today. Because today we're going to be working on, now drum roll, ta-da! As you can probably see, the exhaust manifold on the Derbi broke. Like, seriously broke. Now time for a bit of story time. Basically, I was riding with my buddy yesterday. The weather was lovely, unlike today. And, we were having some fun, popping some dank woolies, and just, doing the normal stuff you're supposed to do on a motorcycle road trip. Whilst when I was on the way back, suddenly Derbi decided to just make a proper war cry. So I thought that, some parts of the exhaust had just rattled loose, because that has happened multiple times before. But unfortunately, when I came home and started looking at the exhaust, well, I found this lovely fella here, which meant that, well, we have to try to fix this. So, my plan is that either I will manage to weld this thing up and have a, cool episode for YouTube, this thing fixed, back on the bike, working, or the steel, or whatever this thing is made of, which is probably some low quality steel, or alloy. I really hope it's not alloy. It should be steel. I mean, come on, it's a European bike. It's made in Spain. It shouldn't be alloy. But if I don't manage to weld this, we'll still have a good video, and, well, I will just have to buy a new exhaust. So, with that said, it's time to prepare this for welding, and first, check how much is left of that exhaust manifold. So, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so I just poked around with a screwdriver right here, around here, pokey, and the steel itself seems to be okay. It's not fine. I mean, the rust is there, but it's not that type of rust that would just break, like breaking an exhaust manifold, right? So I'm pretty sure that this is a stress-related injury. You could call it that. I think that if you look here, down here, the square thing that you're looking at, that is a mount for the exhaust. I thought that that might have been an extra mount, because when I bought the bike, there were no screws on that mount, but now I think that mount might have been necessary for the exhaust to remain, unstressed, because the thing that happened probably is that since there are only two, well, points of, fastening on this exhaust, and that is the manifold and the connection with the the thing that goes brum brum and the sound makes whoa whoa. Yeah. You know what I mean. Fucking hell. Keep forgetting things. I know too many languages, it's annoying. The thing that, just, makes the exhaust sound, lower. It's fuck it. Well, yeah. That is one point of connection, and this is the second point of connection. So the whole exhaust system, which is not heavy, it weighs around maybe like 5 kilograms or something. It's held here and there. And I think what happened is, since this sits much lower than this, the intake the exhaust manifold had to withstand a lot more weight and stress, and it basically just didn't withstand it for long enough, so it just decided to snap. Because if you look at the break point, it's very clean. It's not like, because usually when things rust, the way that things snap is not clean. It just kind of like, it looks like shrapnel. And over here, if you look closely, especially the top part here, it looks like it has been cut with a saw, which it obviously hasn't. So I think it was a stress fracture, and it just snapped at some point. So with that, I think we might we might be able to save this exhaust, because I've checked the thickness of the steel that's left on there. It's not much, but it might be enough. I think it's around 1.2 millimeters, 1.5 millimeters. It might be enough for me to weld it through. If not, well then, yeah, I'm buying new exhaust. But let's hope for let's just look very optimistic on this and think that, yeah, we can fix this exhaust. So without further ado, I think I will start preparing the welder, preparing the place for welding, and just starting to get this fixed, because well, I need a working motorcycle, and this motorcycle is currently not working, not registered, and the only working motorcycle right here is the Derbi. Yay! And right now I don't have a working exhaust. Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, so now I've been looking into the exhaust and if it's weldable, and I've managed to get a little bit of welds done already, about well, roughly 1 centimeter. So it's doable, but not for a standard welding job where you just press and just start knitting it. I have to do it by spot, basically just spot weld everything, so just bzz, 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 bzz. But from what I can see here, it seems to be doing something, so I guess we'll try fixing it this way. Not sure if it'll work or not, but I think it's worth giving it a try. So I've attached the well, one of the poles. I have to gear up a bit into some welding cloths so I don't get toasted. It's always very important to have a properly working mask when you're welding, because it's really not fun when you get blinded by welding light. It's annoying, really annoying. Okie dokie, mask is on, gloves are on, thus we can try to make this thing work. Now my welder is set on minimum. Unfortunately this is a cheap welder, so it's I don't have adjustable amperage, or I can just adjust the speed, and I have a minimum setting and maximum setting, and it's a 100. Yeah, I think it's 100 amps, 100 amp welder. So it's nothing strong, but it does the job. Basically, if I would like to fix this properly, I would have to use a TIG welder, which I don't have yet. So, well, here it goes. Yeah, it's going slowly. It's not going particularly well. I am burning through a bit, but there's nothing I can really do with it, so just, have to keep going. Alright, I think we're making progress. It's starting to, you know, almost look as one whole thing. Well, it's nothing that, you know, it's not that much to see right now. So I think what I will do is just show you the welds which I've got now, and then we'll just, you know, with a bit of movie magic, skip straight into there we go, focus please. Come on, focus, there we go. So you can see you've got a bit of welds here. It's not beautiful, it's not good, it's shitty spot welds, but they might just work. So without further ado, I'll just, you know, with the magic of editing, just skip you straight to, you know, the finished product. Okie dokie, I've welded the entire pipe. I think it's welded pretty alright. I mean, the welds are obviously totally shitey, but I think it'll hold, honestly. I think it might just work. We will see. I mean, worst case scenario, it's just, you know, a matter of ordering new exhaust, but I think as at least a sort of a you know, intermediate exhaust just to have the bike rideable, it's might be good enough. I will now proceed to install the thing and see if it works. So let's get straight into it. Alrighty, as you can see, the exhaust is working. It's doing its thing. It's putting exhaust out. There are a few leaks, like teeny tiny leaks. So it's not perfect, but it's not totally, you know, awful either. So all in all, I think I will just purchase a new exhaust for this bike. But while I'm waiting for it, this will definitely be good enough. The welds are holding strong and everything fit nice and tight. So, without further ado, nah, there's nothing else to show you. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A bit different than usually, a bit more, you know, more work, less talk. But I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Well, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe maybe, comment always is welcome. And well, I've got my driving exam for the car coming up in 2 days, so wish me luck. Alright, see you later.